I just want to wear, like, a white dress from Marshall's.
Yep.
I want to sneak off and, like, get married, and then I want to have a barbecue.
Yeah. Do you want to get married to me so we can
Okay.
have that? Because that's what I want too. That is exactly what I want! The joys of owning your own business. It just it never quite stops. Always working. Always. Shalom, shalom. Welcome back to my aunt's attic.
Welcome back. How are you?
You look cute.
Oh,
What did you do?
thank you. Nothing. I'm always cute.
You are always cute. Are you wearing makeup?
I usually am.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you're just so naturally I don't know.
Comfy.
I'm
Stop
sorry.
looking at me.
I was hardcore staring at you, but I was like,
Stop looking.
I know, you look just cute.
Thanks. I'm so scared now.
Why?
Because you're staring.
No, I was just trying to, you always look so cute, but I was just like,
The
I don't
extra?
know why I actually looked at you.
Maybe you just looked at me.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess who I ran into at the mall
Oh, who?
on Sunday?
Who?
Ben.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny.
Yeah. Well, at first, because I'm in my own world half the time, and also I think I have partial face blindness or something. I don't really know. But we walked into the store. He walked right up to me and started talking. I was just like, it took me back for a second because I was like, he's talking to me like he knows me. And then my brain caught up. My brain caught up with it. I was like, oh, I do know him.
Like he knows me.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait,
But it
that's so cool.
Yeah.
How is he?
Good.
What's he up to?
He is working at Box Lunch.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
so him.
That's so him, yeah. Well, I told him, I was just like, he is like a manager or something there right now. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
hey, you're the manager of one of my favorite stores, so
I love
that's
box
awesome.
lunch.
No, I told him we were doing this, and he was like, I could guest star. And I'm like, yeah, you could. So he has my number now, so we should get him on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's who we need to shout out every time we say hello, because
Hello.
he started that.
Yes, he did. Well, it was funny because he did that too. I've always done like a double,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I found my kind. Just be prepared, folks. I'm drinking sparkling water, so I'm...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's happening.
We've been podcasting for a while if you think about chaotic energy.
Mm-hmm.
We started that in like October of 2022?
I don't know. Sure. We'll go with that.
That's wild. I gotta listen back to some of those. I wanna know what we were up to. Probably talking about the same things.
Probably. Just a whole bunch of nonsense. Shorter episodes, though. Those were only like a half hour because we only had like
a
the
half hour.
lunch time, yeah.
I will say, too many people to be on one podcast. That's hard.
Yeah, it was a lot. Couldn't actually have like full-blown conversations or anything.
But it was fun.
Am I sure I'm going? Okay. I was. I just forgot to check all the
Your levels.
dials and levers and everything. Make sure. Can you stop? Thank you. Anyway.
It's weird, like, it's as if they almost don't know each other exists. Like, they don't make eye contact with each other. You know what I mean?
That's such an...
They
Look,
just
look,
kind of...
she's looking at her.
She's not looking at her, she's looking at you.
Oh.
They just parallel exist. And they wrestle sometimes. I'm talking about my dogs. For the audio listeners. They just kind of parallel exist, and they wrestle every once in a while.
They like cue into the
That's
fact that
about
this
it.
other thing exists.
But it's funny, like, some dogs will, like, watch the TV, you know, like, there's an animal on it, and
Yeah.
they don't even know to look at it. Like, they don't look at the TV.
My aunt's dog, can you not?
The other one.
My aunt's dog is an atheist. We talked about it. A racist
yes.
atheist.
Yes.
Every time that, obviously, when there's an animal on the screen, he'll freak out. anytime there's a black person on the screen, he'll freak out. And I'm like, this little dog is racist.
That's insane. They don't even look at the screen. Like, it's as if it's as inanimate as anything else. Like, they don't look at it.
Interesting.
She will sit there and look out the window. Or this one will sit up on the stairs and look out that window.
Interesting.
But they don't look at the TV. They will hear the TV.
Yeah.
They'll bark if there's a dog barking on TV.
Are they blind?
She's a little bit blind. She's half blind, maybe. Maybe, I will say 60% blind.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, the other way. 40% blind. She's got a wonky eye.
A wonky.
It's always
Winky
been like that.
wonky donkey.
She's a little runt.
So how was your week?
I feel like I just saw you. Well, I guess I did.
I did.
Because we did Thursday last week and now it's Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. What was I gonna... Oh, we're gonna leave that for later because it's upsetting. I don't want to do that right off the bat. I found an all-black woolly worm.
Oh. Do you have a
Yeah.
picture?
No.
Oh, you look like you were going to show me a picture.
No, I just remembered I had another text message.
If we're talking about the same thing. That's like those little like fuzzy caterpillar things, right?
Yeah.
I saw one when I was pulling weeds the other day. He was curled up in a little leaf. The leaf was like, I don't know, also kind of like curled, like cupped.
Yeah.
And he was like in a little coil, taking a little nap, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. But he was not all black, he was black and white, black and orange.
Yeah. No, I found an all-black one, so it's gonna be
Is that rare? What does that mean?
a harsh winter.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I don't know. We've gotten pretty lucky these last few years with really mild winters, so I'm really tired.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm very, like, scatterbrained right now. This is... Our last episode went really well, and I feel like...
Well, and it was like, I feel like it was 2 days ago, so I feel like I don't have anything to update you
yeah.
on.
I have so much to... Killer mosquitoes! Killer mosquitoes.
Yes.
They're coming for us. Triple E, baby.
I'd like to make an inquiry. Don't really know what that word means about mosquitoes. I think it just means a question. Right?
Well, sort of like a question that opens up to an investigation.
I'd like to make an inquiry.
Okay.
I get mosquito. I'm pretty prone to bites. Whatever is in the bites this year has been different.
Well, the mosquitoes are mutating.
It's
They
different.
are
I can tell.
So big. I mean, they are the size of my hand. I have little baby hands, but they're still very, very large.
It's not hard to do.
And, well, like, you're, like, allergic to their saliva, basically.
But the saliva's different. It's
It's
having
more
a different
potent.
effect, and it's
Yeah.
lasting longer.
I got bit
It's more gnarly.
in the webbing between my pointer finger and my thumb,
Mm-mm.
and it swelled, and it, like, my whole hand was stiff because of how much it swelled right there.
The ones I've been getting have been, like, smaller, but more itchy.
Brutal.
Like, itchy in a different way. They don't have the same kind of itch. And I've been itching so bad. I feel like a little kid, the way I'm scratching skin off of my body.
Don't do that.
I cannot help it.
You're gonna end up with these.
Oh, girl, I'm past that. My legs are so bad.
Like pockmarked and everything.
I've got, like, divots from mosquito bites from when I was a kid.
I said you're gonna end up with these again for the audio listeners who have no idea. I have 2 little divot scars.
I've got one right
Do you have
here.
on
Yeah,
my
it's a little
forehead.
one.
You're on your cheek. But yeah, mine are not from mosquitoes though. Mine are from chickenpox.
Mhm.
But I scratched hard enough where it created like a little
Oh,
divot
yeah.
scar.
I've got little pockets I could keep raisins in them. I couldn't. What
Oh
could
my
I keep
God.
in there? A raindrop.
A raindrop.
I could keep a raindrop in them. That's about
Oh
it.
my god, you're so cute.
That's so gross. Dude.
That's
not cute. I'm talking about literal craters on my body. Anyway,
Okay,
we should move on.
pause for a No, that's okay. My mother is gonna buy me boots. I thought, like, the way they're pictured, I thought it was, like, at a yard sale, something cheap, or maybe she already had them. She was like, do you want these? I'm like, sure. She was like, okay, I'll try to get them. I'm like, well, if you don't already have them, then never
What,
mind.
like an estate sale?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Hmm.
She was like, I was gonna buy them for you, birthday or Christmas, or just because, remember a long time ago you wanted a pair like that, but I don't know if... I've got a running list of, Christmas wish list things.
Oh.
Because this is the thing. My mom will find random stuff and she's like, do you want this for Christmas? Do you want this for your birthday? And I'm like, no, this is all useless junk. I love you, but stop buying me useless junk. And so I have a list of going things that are actually like useful things that I don't want to pay my own money for because I don't technically need them. They are just wants that would make my life easier.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, if you ever wanted to get me something, I'm not telling you that you have to, but if you need an idea, I have one for you.
Yeah. I've got some ideas.
I haven't really, like, wanted anything for Christmas in, like, a while, I feel like. Last year I wanted, like, a puffer vest, and my mom got me, like, 2 fleece vests. And I was like,
It was an
thank
attempt
you.
was made.
Thank you so much. I love them.
My
My mom's really good at getting, like, adjacent gifts.
Well, me and my mom are the same because when you know somebody likes something,
Yeah.
that's it, you're done, that's locked in, that's all you're ever going to get anymore. Well, my mom knows I like Harry Potter, so everything's Harry Potter all the time. And I'm like, I do like Harry Potter, but I've also moved on.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, still in my obsessed, like, it's been a decade. Like, we're moving on.
I do that with you and Grogu. Like, I haven't actually bought you a bunch, but every time I see Grogu, I'm like, oh, should I? No.
I'm not out of my Grogu phase.
I got
so
you that little stupid Christmas order.
it's not stupid. I love it. It's on
His
my
forehead
bookshelf.
just honestly cracked me up, and I was like, okay, I have to. But every time I'm like, should I? No. But I know that you are really particular, so that's
I
coming
am.
to play because I'll be like, nah, she won't. Would she use it? Would she need it? I don't think so. So I have high standards for my Grogu trinkets. So.
Yes, I do have very high standards as far as like the cute level of it. Because just because it is Grogu does not mean I want it. So yeah, like good call on that and everything. If you see something, take a picture of it. That's what I keep telling my mom. If you see something, take a picture and let me know. And then if I like it, I'll go get it.
I regret not getting you that crystal that was shaped like Grogu. I'll show you a picture of it. I'll have to show you again. But it was like a crystal. I don't know. I forget even what color
Don't regret
it was.
that. I probably 100% break
I
it.
showed it to you and you were like, oh!
I don't
I was
remember.
like, oh, I should have gotten it for you. It was just like a little, like, crystal, but it was, yeah.
My brain
carved.
is mush. My
I
brain
think
is
it's
mush.
supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
Is it normally solid?
What's that video where, like, usually it's picture or a video of a dog doing something stupid, and it's the audio is just like, there's no ridges or bumps on that brain of yours. Some little song or something. It slide right off.
Smooth brain. I held a brain at OCC one time.
I touched a brain at Carnegie.
Did you?
I did.
Human?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't touch the liver.
Okay.
I didn't want to touch the liver, but I touched the brain.
I held the brain at OCC. I thought it was so sick. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I wish I had more time. I tried to do like a speed run of like, this is someone's entire existence and I'm holding it.
Oh god.
Then I had to set it down.
You didn't have time to really soak it in the way
I tried
you
to.
needed
I had tried to
Yeah.
speed run soaking it.
Yeah.
I did a little bit, but
Whoa.
what was wild to me was that the brain. It was the brain of like a 20-year-old, but it was like 30 years old. Like it'd been preserved for like 30 years.
The brain was older than the person.
Yeah, and it was like from a different time period.
Oh my god.
Like they would have totally different.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
I needed more time, but it was heavy.
Yeah.
It was like, well, it's like 8 pounds, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty.
Well, I think
sick.
the brain is 6 pounds. The head is 8 pounds.
Hmm.
I could have that totally
But it was
backwards.
probably filled with like fluids, right? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like, what do they call it?
Interstitial fluid.
Formaldehyde or whatever.
Oh.
Is that the right word?
Formaldehyde. The preserving
Yeah, yeah,
fluid.
yeah.
Embalming fluid or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff stinks.
Yeah.
They also had.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Right?
That's nuts.
I needed more time.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it for that reason. To be like. To have that moment.
You're blowing my brains, man. By holding the brains.
By holding the brain. I took a picture of it too.
Whoa.
It's big. It was big. Well, it was a
Yeah.
man. Big, dumb-headed man. But yeah.
Well,
I just had to.
Um,
My mom thinks it's so gross. She's like, Mary's, that's weird.
I don't find
It's
anything.
cool. It's like a once in a lifetime. I'm probably never going to do that again, and a lot of people haven't.
I don't find a whole lot of things about the body very gross.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have a headache and I'm really tired, and so my brain is not worthy of being held. But like, I did it again. I was with Natalie, and I did it again. I came up with a new book, one that I really, really already have so much developed. I have different. Like, the only problem is I can't think of the name for the main character guy. I've got the workarounds of the female main character, just not the main guy. I've got different characters planned out, where they're going, what they're doing. I've got scenes, I've got conversations, I've got the heartbreaking moments all figured out in my head.
Oh my god,
I've got
your
like
brain
side
is
character.
insane. Don't
I've
ever
got
say
it
it's
all.
much again, bro.
I've got
serious.
so much already planned out. The problem is, I was telling Natalie, she's got a lot going on, but at the same time got nothing going on, and that's kind of the problem for her. And she's trying to figure out like ways to fill her time, hobbies, and everything. And I'm like, listen, I have all the stuff in my head. It's just a matter of getting it out and on the paper. It's so tedious to me, like writing, actually like sitting
But
down.
how would
writing.
that work?
I would dictate to her and she would write it.
Like word for word?
No, maybe not. I would just have to like ramble and she would get the main ideas.
Hmm.
And then I would have to go back in and fill things in and polish it up and everything. But I was like, I need somebody to be my stenographer.
I would love to be a stenographer.
I considered becoming a stenographer.
I also did for like 2 minutes.
It's very hard
to learn the...
to learn it, and then 2, to become good enough to be qualified to be a stenographer. But at the same time, I would like to learn how to use the machine and get one, just so I can...
Just for typing purposes.
Just for typing purposes, and be able to keep up with my own thoughts.
That would be actually a good idea for you for writing a book.
Yeah. If I could keep up with my thoughts, that'd be totally different.
Have you seen those ones that are like this?
Yeah.
Those are fat. Those are, I think... Are they the fastest? They can't be faster than stenographers. But they're fast.
I saw a video, a woman, she went through all the different types of keyboards to show how quickly, and her classic stenographer was the fastest.
For audio listeners, I realize how often we like reference like the visual. The keyboard that I was talking about is like, it's like a round shape where like your fingers are like kind of in like a claw position.
Kind of, and it's 2 separate sides.
And you can move your fingers in like different directions, right? Like, and that's different.
Yeah, side to side or up and down.
You don't like move to different keys, you just kind of wiggle your fingers back and forth.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wanted to get one of those so bad. Which, why would I need it? I'm so stupid. What would I use it for? For school? That's so dumb. It's like $400 probably. Maybe more, probably more.
Yeah. That was so gross.
That was so unnecessary.
That was really gross. What was I saying? Nothing important. Never have, never will.
What? Typing fast.
Oh.
You're not supposed to
look at the keyboard. You're supposed to look at the screen so that if you mess up, you can see where you messed up. I gotta reference
it every once in a while because I get lost.
I stare at the keyboard.
Oh, I can't do that.
I stare at the keyboard.
Because if I mess up, then I gotta go way back because I wasn't looking.
I stare at the keyboard and do quick flashes up to the screen. So I do it the opposite direction. Yeah.
I stare at the screen and do flashes to the... Did you have to do like home row in elementary? Did you have a computer class?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't remember what it was called. Was it home?
We had position that you're supposed to be in.
Oh yeah, we had so many typing classes. It was ridiculous. And that was back when the monitors were like giant.
Don't look at your fingers! And they would put the protective thing so you couldn't read. They would put a thing on
yeah,
so
we
you
were
couldn't
never...
see the letters, or they would put a piece of paper over your hands. You have to play these stupid games, and I would just guess until I get it right.
We were never...
so angry.
We were never that serious about it. I know there was this one game where if you type so much and you get so much correct, it donated like 10 grains of rice to people in need. 10 grains! But then I played it so much.
How many grains?
I was...
A bowl? 1 bowl of rice?
No, I was like barrels. I was sending barrels of rice to whoever.
Really? People? Is this real?
I have no idea. It's like one of those things, like my Conqueror challenge. You walk so much, you complete 10%, and you plant a tree.
Ads? Like, are there
don't
just
know.
ads alongside that pays for the grains of
I have
rice?
no idea. I have no idea how it works, but I felt good about myself.
We just had this game where you're in a spaceship, and you had to press letters to make the spaceship, and it made me so angry. My mom types in home row. It's really funny to look at. She's like, that's so dumb.
I'm home row adjacent, I think. We just
Yeah, but I kind of have some overlap, or yeah.
The bottom row, I will never type correctly.
I use my
Like, if I'm at home row, the bottom ones, I will fully lift, and I cannot find the bottom keys. I can't do it. Not when I'm in home row and I'm, like, covering them or whatever. I have to fully remove.
The word home row is so stupid. It makes me laugh so hard. Home row. That's so stupid. Why do we have so much time and we need to invent that? Oh my god.
My home row, I guess, becomes the bottom row so I can see it, and then I'll go up when I need to.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do a similar.
Yeah.
My dad literally two fingers.
My old history teacher, my old social studies teacher, she did that. I was watching her, and I was just like, "This, why are you here?" That was bad.
Did you ever play Webkins Online?
No, not Webkins. I was in Millsbury.
What is that?
Like the cereal, I think. The cereal company, right? Millsbury? No? I don't
General
know. I just
Mills?
remember that the Trix Rabbit had one of the games. Or was it the Trix Rabbit, or was it just a rabbit?
Oh god.
I don't remember. But, no, it was like this whole game where you got to choose your character, you got to dress them in however, and you would play games to win money, to then go and buy new outfits, buy your house, buy all the stuff to put in your house. I loved it. I loved it.
I've never heard of it.
It was such a great game.
Why did I bring up Webkins? Oh, because my Webkins password was just like the first 6 letters of
QWERTY?
the QWERTY, and then it was like one number, maybe.
I'm going to put myself on blast here.
Uh-oh.
If anyone ever steals my laptop, you got full access to it, because here's my password for the laptop.
Okay.
It's quite it's 1, first full row,
the
0.
full one.
Yeah. Because I'm not thinking. When I want to get in my laptop real quick, I'm just boom, boom.
Oh, you literally... Oh, that's so fun! And it works? Like, it doesn't, like, accidentally double
Nope.
do any of them?
Nope. Because I feel like the keyboard
That's
is like one of those
nice.
real flat. It's
Yeah,
not,
but remember being a kid and the keyboard was, like, so raised?
It was
Like,
so
the
raised,
keys were
yeah.
so... I kind of love it.
those are the now the
fingers
keyboards
stuck
that are the
between
like the thwacky, clicky, clacky ones. I'm like, whatever.
We talked about that. I think that's so stupid.
I think it is stupid. But no, like on my laptop, the keys are just real flush to the surface.
Same.
So yeah, I can just and I get in.
I could love that for you.
My brother's Facebook password forever ago was like 16 different numbers of his. It was like his phone number, his address, his social security number, all together. And he would just at the keyboard where it has the numbers in the square
Yes.
for like 3 minutes straight.
Oh, no.
I'm like, dude, that didn't last long.
I recently, I had to, like, change my password for maybe something for school or something. And I have a set list of maybe 5, 6 passwords, my go-tos.
Yeah.
And they're ranked. I have a number 1 go-to.
Yep.
The second one that I don't really want to go to, but it'll be my second guess when the first one's not right.
Yeah.
And so on.
Yep, same.
In that order.
Same.
Well, I guess on whatever this website is, I'd run through all of them, so I put 2 of them together. And it makes me so angry, it's really stressing me out that I can't remember what it was for now.
Oh gosh.
I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm really mad
I've got my go-to password and its variations.
Mhm.
A same thing.
And an
Other
exclamation
than-
mark.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate... Oh, I feel like that wasn't a thing when we were kids.
No.
When I was a kid and you were an adult.
Can't use your last
Um,
name. You have to have a number, a special character, the blood of a
I
virgin.
hate the special I hate the special character. That was
Yeah.
never a thing.
Yeah.
My mom, when we were... I guess my peak age when I was a kid was when I was 10. So her passwords were either Mary Grace 10 or Josie 6. That's the ages that we were, I guess, when we peaked. But there was no special character. There was no special character.
No.
And now she's got to do a 6 and an X club.
Well, I remember the days when you didn't have to put in your area code.
For what?
Not for cell phones, but like for phone numbers, your house phone and everything. You never had to put in an area code. There weren't enough phones for everybody to need an area code to distinguish. Because now, area codes distinguish because people can have the same 7 numbers, but the area code is different.
Mm-hmm.
And so that distinguishes it. So you have to put your area code or it will not go through. Before, I mean, I remember I'm calling on the phone and everything. You just put in the person's 7 and it would go, your local, whoever is around. Can't do that no more. Too many people.
You can't do it? Like, if
No.
you do it, it won't just automatically do the...
Nope.
I didn't know that.
A phone will not start ringing until you have some kind of area code. Yeah. How did we get
Home
here?
phones.
Oh yeah, I'm a
Being
genius and I have a new book I need to write and
Yes.
it's so good. It's so good.
Oh.
Problem is that it is fully original. Well, I have such a hard time saying that. It's fully original, full original characters, the plot, everything. Like, it's all my creation, but it is so ridiculously heavily inspired by other things that I'm like, I can't publish that. I have to put it on, like, AO3, like a fanfiction site or something. But just because of how heavily... I don't have to, because, like I said, it is original work. But I'm like, I would feel weird trying to publish it.
Well, do you feel
I haven't even written a single word of it, and I'm already like, publish
Do you
it!
feel like people would be like, would call you out for
Yeah.
it kind of thing?
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean, people. It's happened all the time, Like
Yeah.
Fourth Wing right now is super popular, but the author is getting called out. Oh, you're using this term is from Throne of Glass, and this is this from this, and blah blah blah. So,
we're supposed to inspire each other, people.
well, that's just it. I'm like, there's going to be some overlap. First and foremost, like there is so much overlap with plot. There's like the same 4 plots in every book I've read for the last 10 years because that's what I find interesting. That's what's fun, and everybody is used to it and likes it. And like, so yeah, there's going to be overlap. There's only so many like personality types. So your characters are going to overlap as well. But it's like, I don't know. So yes, my books that I have planned, it is fully original work, but it has like a lot of overlap with a couple different other things that I would want feedback first before it's published. So I would want to post it on like AO3 or something and then get people to edit it for me. But like call people out like, hey, read it, find grammatical errors, find ways to reword things that sound clunky, whatever. Have people do the editing for me. I'll give them a shout out in the back of the book, the acknowledgments, if I ever do actually paper publish it. But like I said, I'm already thinking publish it. Listen, I also want to talk. I tell you this. I literally have not written down a single. That's not true. That's not true. Look at this. I've got the 2. It's gonna be at the moment. I like duologies. I really like duologies. So I would like it to be a duology. And look at all. I have notes. Look at all my notes.
Okay, look at that. Whoa!
Look at that. I got all those notes.
Why do you discredit yourself, bro?
I am so good. I'm just such a genius. But I already, like I said, I haven't actually written down like any scenes yet, and I'm already thinking about publishing
an assistant.
because I want it to be a duology, and the way that the covers and the spines are, I'm so excited, but I can't do that. I can't have what I want done if I got it professionally published anyway. So I would have to self-publish it because you don't get to choose your cover.
What?
Yeah, no. If you get it professionally published,
would they have like some sort of like advertising genius like do it?
they have their, I don't know, publishers have their.
Oh my god,
group
that
of
makes
people.
me so angry.
Yeah. You don't really get a say on what your covers are or how the book is made and put together.
What?
Yep. You kind of just hand it over. Maybe you can give some creative feedback, kind of like, oh, this is kind of what I was thinking, blah, blah, blah. But no, for the most part, you hand it over and it's out of your hands. And I'm like, I'm not okay with that. So I'm
You know what? Honestly, no wonder.
Yeah.
I can see it because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, what the heck is going on
Like,
here?
why would you?
Did y'all read the book?
Yeah. What's this cover? It's hideous. Like, and that's the thing. Judge a book on its cover. They always say not to. Don't judge a book by its cover when
That's why
it
it
is
has
in relation
words.
to people. When it comes to books, no, you judge that book. You judge that book so hard on its cover. I am not having an ugly book on my bookshelf. It's not happening. It will not happen. So
Yeah.
make a pretty cover if you want people to buy it. Period. Period. Yeah. So, yeah, I have specific things that I want to do with the book covers, and therefore I'm going to recruit you when the time comes to
Don't
help me design it. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yep. You're the only, like, artist that I know.
But I'm really not one.
Yeah, well, don't just credit yourself.
Oh.
I saw your little bunny rabbit that
I
I
thought it was a rat. Or
that I thought I was like, look at the mouse! It's a rabbit. Oh.
And you start wheezing. That's such a funny
It's
clip.
still hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, speaking of books, Colleen Hoover,
Gross.
maybe pick a different career. Oh my god! So you haven't read anything of hers.
I've read one book of hers and
What did
I was
you read?
unimpressed. Verity.
I have to read one for school.
What?
We pivoted from Pride and Prejudice to now It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover.
It's a movie now. Why are they doing that?
Don't know. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm 5 chapters in. I freaking hate every second of it. It's the corniest, dumbest thing in the world. And I haven't even gotten to the part that is, like, controversial about it. Because apparently there's a lot of controversy because she's, like, romanticizing domestic violence. And then Blake Lively, did we talk about her whole, like,
that whole
thing?
interview, and yeah, she's getting, like, canceled.
Did you see
and...
both? Did you see? Okay, so there's the one where the interviewer, who I thought was so cute, she was like, congrats on your little bump. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And she's like, congrats on your little bump. That's
Yikes.
so crazy.
Yikes.
Second of all, someone in my class was like, she's advertising it as if it's like a romance, and it's not.
It's not.
And I didn't even know that because of the way it's been advertised.
Well, I saw a lot that, like, her co-star or something is actually, like, really trying to promote it as
yeah, they
what
don't
it is.
interview like in the same room because of that.
And they're, like, butting heads real bad. And
So, and then someone asked her, like, if someone approaches you who's, like, a domestic violence survivor,
oh, yeah, oh my god.
how will you navigate that interaction? She's like, oh, why don't they just come to my house? I'll just give them my phone number. Like, super
Yeah.
sarcastic. It's like,
Yeah. She's
something
always about her was, like,
irky.
no, like, something about, like, the air. Obviously, I've never met the woman, but anytime I would see her, I always just felt like, you're not somebody I would tell a secret to. Absolutely not. And, like, maybe
She's
it's,
not.
like, Gossip Girl,
Yeah.
residue from the Gossip Girl days or something. But no, something about her is like, I would not tell you a single personal fact about me. And
She's not kind, nice, or demure,
no,
or polite.
not cutesy.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
So anyway, yeah, so I'm reading it, and it's, well, okay, so I'm listening to an audiobook as I read. And I don't have to read the Spark Notes for this one, guys, because guess what? I can understand the language. Congrats go me, because Pride and Prejudice was so hard, and I would read it, and then I would read the Spark Notes afterwards to understand it. But I'm not doing that this time. So there isn't, like, an official audiobook. Just some girl on YouTube just, like, read it out loud and posted it on YouTube. Which was really nice. She must have forgotten to edit.
Oh, no.
She read a line, and she starts laughing, she goes, that's so embarrassing. And then she, like, gets right back into it, but it is.
Is that
It's
allowed?
so corny.
I don't know if that's
I
allowed.
don't know.
I don't think that's allowed. She'll probably end up getting in trouble for that because, the publishing company owns the rights to it and whatever.
I don't know how it works.
That's another thing
But I
I'd
appreciate
consider.
her.
Do you think that'd be good
Yes.
audio? Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
It's really bad. So, like, it's like, I just couldn't believe how bad it was. Because
Yeah.
I stopped reading books when I was probably, like, in 8th grade. So I know, like, those were, like, pretty cheesy, but I loved them at the time. This was worse than that.
Oh.
And this is for adults, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is, because it was inappropriate. But anyway. She's, like, it opens with, like, the main character, whose name is Lily Blossom Bloom. That's the dumbest thing. And her whole
Yikes.
personality is, oh, my parents named me Lily because my last name is Bloom. They made my middle name Blossom. Oh, poor me. I'm going to open a florist shop.
You're lying.
No!
Oh my. Oh my. See, that's what I was so unimpressed with Verity. I had no interest. And then I kept seeing clips of her writings that like people were posting like different little scene and I'm like, this is atrocious.
Yeah.
What?
So it opens with she's sitting on a rooftop. Her dad had died. It was the day of his funeral. And later that night, she's sitting on a rooftop, and some guy comes out to smoke a cigarette. And immediate tension. Why is there tension? He just walked out there, and they're like, and then they start talking, and he's like, "Well, I want to sleep with you." That's the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. Yeah. What are we doing?
You know what? She's like the Taylor Swift of of literature. She's the Taylor Swift of literature.
So I was like, he literally had just walked out, and then it's like hot already, and I'm like,
yeah, no.
Are you a human that exists in this world?
Yeah.
You need to be locked up.
That's why I had to stop reading one of this other books because it was like glorifying like Stockholm syndrome or something. This guy comes along, does not explain anything, kidnaps this girl, and just like, you're gonna work for me in my kingdom. And she's like, I'm not gonna do anything for you. I'm your prisoner. Blah blah. He's like, you're not my prisoner. You're gonna work with me. And I'm like, you literally kidnapped her. What do you think she's gonna think? But then the entire time she's like trying to fight and get away from him. She's also thinking, oh my god, he's so sexy. Oh my god, he's so sexy. And I'm like, what? Can we be reasonable for 5 seconds? I don't care if he's Icarus incarnate. I'm like, no, dude. I can't handle unreasonable nonsense.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just so corny and so cheesy.
Yikes.
Why are people so
the slow burn, bro? Folks? The slow burn is what we want. The easing into it.
Yeah, that's exactly the opposite of what happened in this book.
Yikes.
And I'm only 5 chapters in. And it's like, it's just so corny. But anyway, a point that my professor was making is she pulled up like the website for Colleen Hoover. And so this story is about, I don't really know yet, I guess, because I'm not there yet, but it's about like domestic violence, and there's like Lily Bloom merch and press-on nails. Huh?
Yeah.
What? This is so weird. Colleen, honestly,
fix your face.
Fix it. Get a grip.
Ugh.
Something is not right.
She's truly the Taylor Swift of literature. If you can even call it literature. It's just... I
couldn't get over how bad it was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I've gotten pretty quick to DNF a book. I'm like, I'm not putting up with ridiculous nonsense character. The books I'm reading right now are really good. The switch of the main guy character was a little quick. He went from being like your broody mysterious to being like your perfect prince pretty quickly. But we're starting to see the explanation of why, so I can kind of be okay with it. But the main girl character, she's a riot. I love her. Oh my god. But again, like her character development kind of switched really quick. But again, because it's explained like why, like obviously you can hear the inner monologues going on, and you can see the struggle between it. That makes the quick switch a little bit more bearable because you can see what's going on. But when it's just thrown in your face, blatant, here it is, deal with it. No. No. I will not deal with it. I will not. But that is actually one of... I'm going to give so much away about my own book that I'm never going to end up writing.
No, please do it.
So I already have the way I want it set up. But it spoils it so bad. I probably shouldn't.
Then don't.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
But I have it like so planned out. Like I have this one conversation that sets up the rest of at least the first book, that makes people think one thing when it's actually another thing going on. And it's just this one conversation and the wording of this like couple sentences that are going to like set the whole thing up. And I'm like so excited. Yeah. And then I have this one. I've got the first kiss scene between the two characters all planned out, and it's so cute. But it's not the first kiss because it's that. It is, but it's not. It's so good. It's so confusing and it's so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I should tell you. You know, I'm not going to do it on the podcast because it'll ruin it. I'll tell you.
Chipotle later.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to get Chipotle.
Did you go the other night?
We did not. She got stuck at work.
Who?
My friend Madison.
Oh.
She got stuck at work. There was a game that night, and so we weren't able to
Darn.
go. Yeah. Did you have a good family dinner night?
Yes, we did. So my sister and her boyfriend were home for the weekend, and because we had a wedding. Well, my boyfriend. Wow! My sister's boyfriend!
Somebody's got some explaining to do!
My sister's boyfriend, his grandma died. So he was home for the weekend and he ended up coming to the wedding with us. So they were here we had dinner together. And then we had a wedding. It was so fun.
We're gonna get married. I don't even know that. I don't know that song.
How do you feel about, like, the white people? Well, I don't even know if it's a white people thing, but, like, the whole. I hate. Sorry, cancel me, and sorry if you disagree. I hate, like, bridesmaids, groomsmen, the whole, like.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate the whole thing, and I've been talking about this a lot lately because I've gone to 2 weddings in the past, like, month. I just hate the whole idea of it. I would never in a million years want to stand in front of everybody I know and love and then try to focus on the real reason why I'm there. Because you can't. And I've asked people, I'm like, when you're actually getting married, are you thinking about the person you're marrying, or are you thinking about everybody watching you? You're thinking about everybody watching you.
Oh,
and the whole
gross.
thing, and the whole day that led up to this moment. And do I look okay? And is my hair all right? And what are we going to do after this? And is everything going to line up? And
It's such a production.
what? Then why are we here then?
Yeah.
If I'm...
It's so
What's
much...
the point?
Well, my thing is, we've talked about it before, that I have complete and utter no trust in anybody. Who in the world am I gonna, like, people have, 5 to 10 bridesmaids, and I'm like, how do you have that many people in your life that you feel close enough with to want to be a part of your big day, but then also truly trust them enough to help you and assist you and care for you enough to, like, what? Nope, that's not a thing.
I feel like every single time that it's been, like, a few years since a wedding, somebody has dropped out of the
friend group,
lineup,
yeah.
or something happened, there's a drama.
Well, that's,
or
like I said, like, I'll say, did I have a stroke? What?
Maybe.
I'll say she's still my friend, but we haven't talked in years, pretty much. I had my best friend through elementary, all through high school. We don't talk anymore.
No, yeah, it's real.
So, how am I going to have, like, a person, no. The only people that I always thought, if I ever got married, that I would want standing up with me are my brother and 2 cousins who are like my brothers now. I would want my brothers up there with me. That's it.
Yeah.
Because unlike friends who come and go and everything, family is permanent, whether you like it or not. And I like my brothers, so that's okay. I'll keep them. They're ones that I trust to be up there with me.
I hate, like, I just hate the whole, I don't know. I feel like it's super millennial also. To, like, the whole, like, bachelorette parties and, like, like when they do, like, that entrance where, like, there's music playing and, like, all the bridesmaids come in and they're, like, dancing and it's so goofy. I think that's so corny. I think it's so weird.
I was a bridesmaid at my cousin's wedding, and it was... Like, obviously, I wanted to support her and everything, but it was such a production.
It's expensive, too.
Yeah. It was such a production. I was
Yeah.
like, I had to buy the dress and get it fitted, and I'm never going to wear it again. I
Right.
don't even know where it is. So it was a lot. And
you gotta go to, like, rehearsal things and, like, the parties and...
Well, I was here, and they're all there in Ohio, so I wasn't able to... And my cousin knew that, asking me. When she asked me to be a bridesmaid, she knew I wasn't going to be able to help her as much as other bridesmaids were available to do so. But I did what I could, and I drove down for the bachelorette party. I drove down for the bridal shower and everything. Did as much as I could, but I didn't know the other girls either.
I feel like that's gotta be so weird.
Side note, this is so funny. I think it was funny. Hopefully they do. Bachelorette party. We're in an Airbnb. For some odd reason, instead of sitting in the comfortable living room, all the girls kind of congregated in the kitchen. Like, half of us were sitting on the floor, half of us were on stools. Like, it was just, anyway. We're all talking, and all the girls start talking about their sexcapades. And me not having any. I was just sitting there, I was just listening. I was just sitting there listening. They were going about, hopping around, chipping into this, that, and the other. And eventually they kind of cued in the fact that I hadn't said anything. They turned to me, they're like, "What about you, Danielle?" And I'm like, "No, I got nothing." And I'm the oldest one there. I'm older than my cousin, so all of her friends that she had, they're all younger than me, and I'm older. And they're like, "What about you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, nothing." And they were like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, I'm a virgin. And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." What are you gonna do about it? Oh, it's so funny. Oh man. But yeah, I was just sitting there, I just listened to them go at it. But no, it was so much more of a production. Like, we obviously had fun, but I was like, and that actually leads me into something that I had written down. I had no idea how this is a good transition into this.
Oh, you're welcome.
So I was thinking about this like yesterday morning about how marriage is it's a religious institute.
Mm-hmm.
So why does the government have any say in it?
Oh yeah, you've brought this up.
It's supposed to be separation of church and state. Yeah, it's okay. You're okay. It's supposed to be a separation of church and state, and yet marriage is so heavily involved in government everything.
But yeah, 'cause there's like benefits to being financial benefits, right?
Yeah, there's some tax benefits or whatever. I have absolutely no idea how it works, so I'm going to talk out my butt right now. But the point that I'm making is that there needs to be a separation between, like, a legal union and marriage. Mm-hmm. Because marriage, like I said, is a religious institute. That is something that is founded on your faith. That is like a commitment that you make between your spouse, and it's supposed to be through God, whatever. Mm-hmm. Again, it's different across all cultures, all religions, and everything. But marriage, way back when, before legal issues got into the way, hand fasting, or just, you would stand in front of a pastor or a priest or something, and you would just openly vocalize your commitment, and boom, you were married. That was it. It was just an announcement of your faith and commitment. That's what a marriage was back then, and now all of a sudden government got involved in it. I'm like, make that make sense to me.
And now we have something called a first dance, which is the worst. Something I never ever want to witness. Why am I in the room? I don't want to be here. This is about you guys.
This is so boring.
And I'm intruding.
I have to pretend. I have to smile and pretend I'm having such a good time watching. It's so boring.
So barf. I can't.
So, but my thing is, like, if we're gonna claim to have separation of church and state, you have to separate it completely, and that includes. Here, I'm gonna get canceled now. Like I said, marriage is a religious institute. Religions oftentimes have stipulations on who can get married and for what reasons. Mainly, Christianity has kind of its overall going rule that homosexuality is not permitted. It's not going to be okayed to have a homosexual relationship married within a church. And it hasn't happened in a long time. Or I shouldn't say a long time, but recently. Haven't seen any news. Maybe it's still happening. I don't know. But you have gay couples wanting to get married in a particular church. The church says no. They get upset. Then it's a whole big, news and government and blah, blah, blah. And they're trying to sue. But what are you trying to accomplish? Because you're doing a religious act against the religion. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So instead of doing the religious act, just get married legally. Get a legal union.
Yeah.
Because government should have absolutely no say in who gets married, apart from, are you two consenting adults? Mm-hmm. Period. That's it. Other than that, government should have no say in it whatsoever. So the fact that marriage, gay marriage is legal or illegal, it shouldn't be anything.
Right.
It should just be, you're two consenting adults, you want to move in together. So, all of this to say, I think the difference between a marriage and a legal union, as far as like the marriage that government recognizes, that should be based off of, because it's a financial thing, should be based off of your finances. If you want a legal union, as long as you're two consenting adults, if you want to be recognized through government and through the financial benefits that you're getting through that of a legal union, combine your bank accounts. That should be like you're signing the marriage certificate. Combining your bank accounts should be that. Because then, if you have kids, if you do whatever, then all the support the kids are getting is coming from that joint bank account and can be tracked. So when you get divorced, then it's much easier to track who is actually paying for the child's care. So then the arguments between both custody and like alimony pay, or not alimony, what's it? Child support. That can all be tracked really simply just by looking at your financial statements, your bank statements. Who is paying for the child's care? You know, if you're both paying for the kid and you're both married and it's coming out of one bank account, obviously you have to figure out your financials. You have to be in communication with one another to be agreeing on what's going on with that shared bank account. You get divorced, you have two separate bank accounts again, then you can track it, and you can't claim like, oh, I'm not getting enough child support. No, actually, we see right here that this person is paying for everything, so shut your trap. You know what I mean?
Right.
Leave the marriage for the religious people and legal unions for anybody that wants to get together for tax benefits and say that, you know what I mean?
I do. That's interesting. Didn't Pope Francis put it okay on...
Oh, he's getting raked through coals for that one.
What did he do?
Well, I could be wrong. Correct me if I am.
He's got one long. I do know that about him.
He said that all religions are a path to heaven or a path to God or something like that, when that directly goes against the Catholic teachings.
Yeah, what?
It directly goes against the Catholic teachings. It's like, because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one can go get to God except by him. So it's like, he's literally just saying like, oh, Jesus said this,
is he like
not
a little,
wrong.
like, geese, or is he sound that he said that or made that decision? Why are they so old? Why do we love to put old people in charge?
I don't know, man.
We gotta stop.
I have a extreme distrust of anything authority-wise, other than my good Lord above. But like, I don't know. People are so nuts. I mean, I'm not Catholic, so I can't really talk about that whole area. I am only repeating what I heard. But yeah, he gave the okay to all religions, basically. That's a really bad way of putting it, but... Dude, fix your face. Like, I don't know what to do. Oh, good gravy. But yeah, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, we need to, like, actually separate church and state.
I like that idea.
Marriage should not be something that's legal or illegal, depending on who you are, like, whatever.
Well, I also think it needs to stop being such a freaking production, on the other hand.
And also, mind your business, folks. If you're not actively in the relationship, mind your business. I don't know. But yeah.
I just hate the idea. I just can't ever see myself, like, getting married in, like, a normal way.
Bridezillas irk me.
I think I just, like, would have to, like, elope.
Yeah.
I just want to wear, like, a white dress from Marshall's.
Yep.
I want to sneak off and, like, get married, and then I want to have a barbecue.
Yeah. Do you want to get married to me so we can have that? Because that's what I want too. That is exactly what I want.
I want it to be so inexpensive, and I want it to be so worry-free.
I want, like, I don't want to say a potluck because you don't know everybody's kitchens and that's kind of gross. But, like, I want just friends and family. Like, we'll all cook together and, like, everyone chip in a little bit. I just want everybody
to have a good time out there. Be board games, card games.
Yeah.
Good music, good food, good people. Only people I like and no people I don't.
Yeah.
Do you want to get married to me?
Yeah. No, I'm like, I've always wanted the wedding, not all the extra that comes like a relationship.
The focus on me, I think, is my point.
I want to have a party.
I wouldn't be able to enjoy it if people were looking at me. Like, you were just looking at me for, like, maybe 3 seconds earlier, and I kind of freaked out. That whole day is everybody's looking at you. Yeah. I hate that idea, and I think it's totally not the point of doing it.
Yeah. No, so. I'm right there. Well, I always told my mom, I was like, $100 dress from David's Bridal.
No, literally.
And then we're going to just real quick. And she's like, don't you dare. She wants to live vicariously.
My mom gets mad at me, too, when I say, like, oh, I just kind of want to, like, do something small, like
Yeah.
elope. And she's like, you better not.
She wants to live vicariously through me, and I'm like, but I want what I want, and I get what I want if it's my day.
Well, sorry, Mom. But how did how did it go for you?
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say. Is if she wants me to do the same
Savage.
thing, I'm just gonna say, well, how did that end up? How did that turn out?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing of why I was like, we need to stop. You know, how do I word this? I wish people would stop making almost like a mockery of marriage. Because over 50% of marriages end in divorce anyway. Well, that completely defeats the purpose of what marriage is, which is a commitment to overcome all of the things that could potentially rip you apart. You know, so why are you bothering getting married? What does marriage mean to a person if you're just gonna break up? All it does is take a boyfriend and girlfriend and add extra paperwork to the breaking up process. That's literally it. If you are not of a religion that actually matters to you, where marriage is a genuine commitment and it goes beyond just the legal nature of a marriage, then you're literally just making paperwork. It benefits you in no way, shape, or form other than paperwork, legal matters, possibly them getting more of your stuff than you originally intended to give up. Like, it's completely ridiculous. Like, stop making a mockery of what marriage was originally intended to be.
Right.
And just move in with your boyfriend.
Right.
Just move in with him. You don't need to... I don't know. I got kind of feisty about that, but like...
No, I feel the same way. You feel it on like a government side. I feel it on like the performance side.
Yeah. Well, that too. I'm just like... Also, the lazy side for me. It's like, who wants to do all that paperwork? Even if I were to ever get married, I ain't changing my name.
I don't want to change my name. Okay.
I have to get a new license. I have to change my business card.
But it made me so mad this weekend when my cousins. Well, I guess legally, but like they're not. One of them is my cousin. The other one is not related to me. When they got married and they're like, here's Mr. and Mrs., his full name.
Yeah.
Why? That's so boring. I love my name.
Yeah. I love my last name. I was like, I'm not giving that up.
You got a good flow with the double D.
Mm-hmm. I really like my last name.
Yeah, I love mine too. Well, I think
we got the D, the De Palma, and the De Noble.
Do you do a capital N?
Uh-huh.
I do a capital P.
I love it. You know what we do? Let's get married and then just swap the last names. We have the same rhythm going.
Swap them?
Swap them. Not on any paperwork, but just as we go, like, in...
De Noble, De Palma, Wait, which one would be first?
No, I'm saying, like, I would take De Palma and you would take De Noble. And that's how we would be referred to for... Not on paper. I ain't changing anything on paper. That's too much work. No? You want to hyphenate? We can hyphenate.
No, that's fine. I'm just sorting it in my head.
I think De Palma would go first.
De Palma, De Noble?
Yeah.
De Noble, De Palma?
Yeah, De Palma would definitely go first.
Okay. I think what I'll probably do is, because Grace is my middle name. I would probably make Mary Grace my first name, and then make De Palma my middle name. Realistically.
And
I would love to make Mary Grace my first name. Oh my god.
Like, you're legal for a first name.
Yes.
You should.
My school thinks I'm transgender because I put my preferred name as Mary Grace and not Mary. And they sent me like an auto email being like, we accept you.
You know what I want you to do? I do want you to legally change your first name to Mary Grace, but keep the capital G, but combine them.
In
like
one
De Palma.
word?
One word. Like De Palma has a capital P in it. G in the Mary Grace. One word.
Mary Grace, one word.
With a capital G still. Yeah.
I like it as 2 words, but I could be down for that. Mary Grace, one word. Can you imagine, like, someone doesn't know English, they don't know where to separate the two?
Well, that's the G, though. The G with it would say capital.
Mary Grace.
It would just, you could just...
Why does it give me a whole different vibe?
I don't know.
There was a space in it.
I don't know. I love it, though.
Mary Grace. My best friend in high school's name was Mary Grace, but her first name was Mary Grace.
Ah, she took it out from under you then.
Isn't that so weird?
I love it.
I love it too, but it's just weird that we were like literally best friends. We had the same
And it's not
name.
common.
No, but she also has a middle name. I won't say it. But her first name was Mary Grace, and then she had a middle name.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
a
we
lot
made
of
our-
name.
Then we made our confirmation together, so then she had another name.
That's a lot of name. Good gravy. Sew that
Yeah.
on an underwear strap.
My confirmation name is Monica. Just throw that out there. In case anybody was curious.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
That has, like, stripper vibes, dude.
Stripper vibes?
That's more of a stripper
Saint
name.
Monica was a great lady.
I'm sure she was.
I don't remember anything. I don't know. I was going to pull out a fact about her, but her son was also a saint. He was like a really bad guy. I don't remember what his name was. So she prayed for him, and he turned around. And then he became, and then he's a saint, she's a saint.
Why are you judging? That's a good thing.
No, I'm saying it is a good thing. I'm saying she's not a stripper.
Your face was judgy.
I was just judgy because I can't remember how the story was.
I see. Okay.
Kinda don't care either.
Guess what I had for breakfast?
Hmm?
I had toast with burrata.
What about, where's that bread at?
That bread was so good, dude.
It's gone?
Yeah.
But did you have it with burrata? Or you just had it?
I had it with burrata. Yeah. But no, today, so I ran out.
Wait, we gotta tell the story. So last week after we recorded,
Yeah.
Danielle tried burrata.
And
I
I
put her
liked it.
on, and she liked it. And she took my bread.
Well, don't leave out the best part. Mary Grace made homemade Italian or bread or whatever.
Mhm.
It was bombing. And, yeah, I took what was left of the loaf.
Half of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah. I
It
don't
made me
regret
feel
it.
good about it.
I don't regret
Because
it. You can make more.
When I make my own stuff, I feel like it's good, but I feel like I can kind of like see through it because I made it. It doesn't feel like it's as good as it.
It's
as
always
if
better when
someone
someone else
made
makes it. Yeah.
Right. So when you liked it, that made me feel good about it.
Yeah, it was pretty bomb.
So what did you have for breakfast?
Today I had burrata again, just on regular toast, but it was okay. But, hear me out.
I will.
I put my black raspberry jam.
I was gonna suggest a sweet factor.
So good. I had one
Alright,
one
I
piece
gotta
of
do
toast. I had one piece of toast with half of a thing of burrata,
Mm-hmm.
with jam on top, and it was so good. I was like, do I stuff my face and do another one?
You have to.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I was like, don't do it because we're gonna get Chipotle afterwards.
A sweet plus the
Savory of the
creaminess.
cream, like it was so
That's
good.
I was gonna say like maybe honey or something, but yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I'm looking forward to it again.
Love burrata.
Yeah,
They sell the stuff that's inside of it.
just
Stracciatella. I've thought about getting that before, because that's the good part.
just
Love that.
straight up like just scoop
Like
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
at Trader Joe's.
I don't know. I just know in general they
I
sell
feel like
it.
they should. I don't know. I'm a big mozzarella fan too, though. So like,
You
That's
know
good.
what I tried over the weekend at my cousin's wedding? They had this cheese that had like a purple rind. It was a soft rind, like you eat the rind.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh my god, it was the best thing I've ever had. I don't know even what it had. I don't even know what it was. It was so freaking good. It's all I'm thinking about. It was so freaking good. I don't know what it was, but it was delish.
oh my god, that
Purple
was
cheese.
great.
If anybody knows what this purple cheese is, it was like pretty sharp, but also pretty creamy. Very like crumbly. So good. And I loved it.
We should go on a cheese tour.
I
bet
want to
they
be a
got that.
cheese like specialist, or
Connoisseur.
whatever. Yeah, monger. Love
Cheesemonger.
cheese.
I love it. I do. I really do like cheese. I'm a big feta fan.
Feta fan.
I'm a feta fan. I like that. I used to love when I worked at D. Felice. I loved when anybody would order like a Greek salad because that was the excuse to get the feta out of the other cooler that wasn't readily
Once you could
available.
eat some of it.
I 100% would eat a bunch every time I'd get that thing out. It was my treat. And then people got mad at me because I would have my feta. I would steal feta. And then I would reach across to the pizza side because they butted up against each other. I would reach across and grab some banana peppers. Pop those. I had like a full pizza's worth of toppings. Just munching on them throughout the day.
That sounds great.
I want a Bambino bread. I miss Bambino bread.
What is that?
A bam. With every salad or sub or whatever at D. Felice, you got a Bambino bread, which was just dough that was then like oiled
Scored?
with
Oh.
salt and pepper or garlic something or other, and just cut into 4 little pieces, just like your little side bread.
Aw,
It was so good. So good.
adorable. Have you been to Possibilities?
Yes. I am
We have that
thoroughly
tomato
unimpressed.
Oh.
We went there so many times that but I
I've
know,
been 2
yes.
times. But I
Yes.
love that tomato oil. It's
Yeah.
good too.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff, yes.
I love bread. I love cheese. My therapy right before this, until 10. And my therapist, even though she's not a doctor, thinks I might have celiac, and I really hope that's not true.
Wait. What?
I was talking to my therapist about how I have psoriasis. And
Wait. Before this?
Yeah! 9 to 10, I had therapy. Good thing you didn't come at 10 because I was still there. Not in there. I had it on FaceTime. I have it on FaceTime.
Every Tuesday?
No. It's like once a month. Once
Oh.
every 3 weeks. It kind of varies. But it landed on today.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine. I was just making sure I didn't interrupt anything.
No, it was
okay.
I picked 9 to 10 so that way you could come right as I was finishing.
Gotcha. It was a good thing I was late then.
I was honestly thinking about texting you and be like,
My bad.
don't show up on time, but I just kind of figured.
I figured I won't because I never do.
Well, it's become the on time.
Yeah. Late is the on time.
Anyway, I was talking to my therapist and I was like, so I'm psoriasis, da, 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 and I took a bit. Did I tell the story on here? How they like give me a pill to take
Yes.
that was like super radioactive, and they were like, if you got joint pain when you're on this,
Yeah.
that means you have an autoimmune disease. Well, I did, so I might. So she's like, oh, you might have celiac. And I'm like, I'd rather die. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't.
How do you know?
I'm a doctor.
What? She said she had a friend who had psoriasis on the back of her head for like 5 years, and she had celiacs. That's where mine.
Okay,
likes
so
to
that's
be.
gluten,
I've also
right?
Yeah.
I would just rather have the psoriasis.
But the thing about celiac is that if you're eating gluten, it like will kill you over time. It's like bad for your immune system. It like attacks your body. So that's why you get psoriasis, and that's
I'm
why you
not-
get joint pain and stuff like that. And bloating. It's because it's like attacking
Okay,
your body.
definitely the symptoms and everything suck, but I'm not seeing a huge downfall as far as
It'll
the
kill you. It
death.
could give you diabetes, bro. It's like way more serious than I think you think.
Listen, if I could get off this planet any sooner, if I could offboard myself
Listen, I know
any
you
sooner.
feel that way, but I need to be alive so I can eat burrata.
All right, you know what? I'll give it to you. That's worth sticking around for, I guess.
Listen, I hope it's not true. I'm not.
Well, have you
I
ever
feel
heard
like-
the theory? It's not even a theory. It's just a stupid, like, oh, what if? That oxygen
Yeah.
is actually
Slowly
poisonous
killing
and is
us?
slowly killing us, and it just takes about,
That's
80
really
to 90
dumb.
years. Maybe that's just celiac.
It's. I'm not. She didn't convince me that I have it. I don't feel convinced, but
Oh, are
it's,
there's Reese's?
yeah, you want
Reese's?
You want two?
Reese's? Reese's?
You want
Reese's. I want one.
one?
Just no, don't.
I'm just gonna put it right here.
I just want one.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm gonna interject real quick. Tell me why it drives me crazy that when you ask somebody like, "Oh, pass me a piece of bread," they pass you the entire freaking dish.
because
Just
I don't
pick it
wanna
up.
touch it.
No, it's my family. Pick it up. Just give me the bread.
I don't want people. I like when they toss me the whole thing because actually I did probably mean to, and I don't want you to touch it.
I want people to just hand me the bread.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't hand you a Reese's.
Yeah, do better.
I didn't want to touch it.
Do
I
better.
just did that just as a thing.
A wrapper.
Have you ever gotten one that has like multiple of the brown wrapper inside?
Yep.
What is that? I've gotten one that's got like 4 in it.
Wow. You are special.
So stupid.
You are the chosen
This
one.
is so stupid. I don't like Reese's Pieces. I think they suck. There's not real peanut butter in there.
That is Rebecca's favorite candy.
Sorry. Oh yeah,
Rude.
that's right. I remember that now.
Do you remember the game we played when we were trying to guess?
Yes.
And we couldn't figure it out because we were like, is it like M&M's? Because she was like, it's multicolored. She's like, well, it's 3 color. We couldn't figure it
Yes, I remember the 3 colors and the
out. Uh-huh.
trying to figure out what the flavor profile was.
Yeah.
Was that the same game when the word was parent and Frankie could not for the life of her guess the word? Or like, yeah, it was parents, right?
I don't remember.
And I made her ask everyone how many they have. She couldn't figure out. She was like, is it a person, place, thing? You know, like, had to go through the whole list. She couldn't figure it out. And I was like, why don't you ask everybody how many they have? And she went around to everybody and, like, everybody said 2 except for Charlie. I'm so sorry.
After Charlie.
I'm so sorry. It worked! But it worked!
Do you know what she said?
What?
She's like, yeah, my family, we're all pretty tall. I'm 5.
Oh, God. I already know
I'm
where
5'7", my mom's 5'8", my dad's 6 feet under. I'm like, oh my god.
See, I only felt okay to do that because I know that she makes jokes about it.
Yeah. Poor Charlie. Oh, that's so rude, Mary Grace.
I'm sorry,
God,
but
that's so
it
funny.
worked.
No, how bad it would have been if somebody would be like, oh, I have 4. Totally throw her off at that point. You know,
Well, that
step
even
parents
worked.
and everything.
Mm.
Step parents count, Mary Grace.
Your son was parent, not step parent.
That's gross. I bet
What?
that was her, that glug.
Oh, whatever.
That was gross.
ASMR.
Not the kind of ASMR that anybody wants. That's nasty.
I've got to tell you this story because I keep forgetting to tell it.
Okay.
It happened like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's totally unrelated, but it's so funny to me. So, Eric and I were making chili one night. Okay, it's not the funny part yet. But
I don't know what chili.
I haven't gotten to like the punchline. Oh my god, am I hilarious? What's wrong with chili,
I don't know.
bro?
Nothing. I don't know. It's
Chili's so good. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I wish I could explain it.
I hope you laugh that hard when I get to the actual part. Jeez. That's a lot of pressure.
Stone faced.
We're making chili. And there are a lot of parts in the process where you have to like just let it boil or like let it simmer and let it cook off. Well, we were impatient. I think we forgot to do one round of like 15 minutes, so it was a little bit liquidy. And we were impatient. We wanted to eat. So every time I make anything, my mom loves to pull out this hack of like, if you're making chili, you're making whatever, take a little bit of it and blend it and then put it back in and it will thicken it.
Like the meat and the beans and the...
Well, there's no meat in it.
That's right.
But yes, the beans and the vegetables and whatever. Blend some of it up.
Make
That
like a
becomes
paste.
its own like chunky paste and then you put it back and it thickens the
Yeah.
essence. So we've got like a little ninja, you know, like the
Yeah.
ones you push down. So I take a couple ladles of it and I blend it up and I put it back.
You blended it with the water?
It wasn't water. It's not water in it. It's just like tomato,
The broth,
juice or
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, hold on.
You weren't supposed
Just
to
the
take any of
beans?
you were just supposed to take the hard substances.
I just kind of put it, whatever.
Because if you're blending it with the broth, it's still
worked.
soupy.
It worked.
Okay.
It worked a little bit.
Okay.
It was maybe, I just needed to do it one more time. And I was like, then we'll be set.
Okay.
So I put a couple ladles back in the blender. And it freaking exploded.
That's amazing.
It exploded like I was in a sitcom because Eric was like over at the pot stirring it up and he just hears boom! And then he turns and I turn with chili all over my face. It is on the ceiling. It's on the curtains. It's on the floor. It's on the countertop. It's on the
And
cabinets.
there's a Mary Grace shaped outline on
Yes!
the opposite wall.
And I'm just turned and it's all over my hands and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I think it was just too hot that it like
Yeah.
that the seal like undid. But
That is so funny. Oh my god. Did you
I
take a
was so
picture?
upset. No, because it was just also so
Picture
funny.
didn't happen.
My mom had just gone outside to like put the trash out or something.
What a thing to walk back into.
I'm panicking. I'm like, we gotta clean this up before she comes back in. And we did, and she still knew.
Parents always know.
She goes, something exploded.
There's like ozone in here.
I'm like wiping off like one last drop on the counter. She's like, something exploded. I'm like,
She read the tension in the room.
oh
She read
my
the panic.
god.
She
Well,
read
so
the
I
vibes.
changed clothes.
That's so fantastic.
It was horrible. I burnt my hands a
Oh.
little bit.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
thank God it was like just a little bit because I could have burnt my whole face, but I didn't. But
Oh my gosh. Attack of the Exploding Chili. Oh, that's so funny.
I was so sad about it. It was such
How
a
much-
mess.
Well, how much chili was wasted? That's the real problem.
2 cups.
That's a
Out
lot
of
of
like,
chili.
like out of a pot this big.
Oh,
We were okay.
that was a vat.
It wasn't
Holy
missed.
cow. Oh,
Um,
still.
Then you'll probably go find some little crusty bits of it in
That's
nooks and
hilarious.
crevices over
No,
there.
our thickening. That's gross. Our
The
thickening.
thickening.
Take flour. and
Yeah,
make a-
that creeps me out. I don't want flour chunks.
No, you have to take like a little bit of the broth and take it separate.
I don't want
And
to
make a
flour.
slurry.
I don't want to eat flour.
Make a slurry
Oh, what?
and then put it back in so it doesn't chunk up.
A
You
roux.
already. A what?
A roux.
Shh.
That's what Frankie calls it on the basement yard all the time. He talks about this roux that he made. You don't remember that?
I have not listened to the Basement Yard.
I haven't either, and I still pay for the Patreon every single month.
Oh my goodness. Dedication.
Yeah, I gotta start watching it again because I've seen I've seen every Bad Friends episode. I'm on my 6th round of watching all of them in order.
What?
I need to stop, but it's still comfort. It's just comfort. Like I don't have to pay attention because I've heard it, but I do need to get back into the Basement Yard.
I haven't
That's the
listened
thing
to a
is they blew up
podcast.
so huge now. It's like
Oh, now you don't like them anymore.
yeah, I have that awful thing.
Such a
Goes-
hipster.
It's not a hipster thing. It's
That's
a
a
vibe.
hipster.
It's a vibe because they've got different vibes now. They're big shots.
These big rich millionaires. As Frank likes to point out, Joe's a millionaire.
They're so funny.
No, I love the clips and everything that you send me because it gives me little splurges of it without having to like commit to listening to them fully.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to a podcast in so long.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I love it. Love podcasts.
I love our podcast.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it too.
I don't listen to it. I think we should just start listening to it because we're awesome. I'm gonna listen to ourselves.
I honestly can't because I laugh too hard.
We make ourselves
I
laugh.
laugh so hard listening back. It's so funny.
I
And it's
keep-
also just like, I just get giddy like hearing myself. Like,
Yeah.
it's like seeing yourself like on TV or something. It's like, I'm like, oh, that's me.
There's like that partial like excitement, like this is awesome, and also like oh my god, this is actually horrifying because it's me.
True.
The first few episodes listening to my voice, because your voice in your head sounds different than out loud.
I also think I was like trying to like maybe sound better or something. I feel like I sounded like an idiot because I was like playing it up.
Were you?
I was probably uncomfortable in front of the microphone.
I mean, you always sound like an idiot to me, so I could tell the
You know what? We should get married.
Oh my
I
god.
think we would fit the part just right.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We gotta get out of
I
here.
was lying.
You're lying.
No, I was lying about you being an
Oh.
idiot.
Thanks.
You don't sound like an idiot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We can't quite get out of here. Time to turn the gears a little bit.
Are we getting sad now?
We're getting sad now. Like, actually, really, really sad. I saw it this morning.
Let me shift. I need
Prepare
to
yourself.
like physically get myself in a different space.
Well, we'll go ahead and preempt this with what we talked about on the way to the Front Bottoms concert. When I brought up Double Jeopardy and Statute of Limitations.
yeah.
So just to kind of recap real quick that conversation, I was just thinking about it and I was talking to Mary Grace about it, and I said, isn't it kind of ridiculous that murder, you cannot, murder does not fall under Double Jeopardy, or, oh, I'm already goofing this up real bad. So statute of limitations means that there's a certain amount of time for a crime to be prosecuted before it's basically tossed out and you can't get in trouble for it anymore. You know, like something like theft, you know, petty theft or something is like a 5-year statute of limitations. After 5 years, it's like it never happened. Too bad. Murder does not have a statute of limitations. There's different categories, different lengths of statute of limitations, but murder does not have one. You can get prosecuted, you can get convicted for murder decades down the road. But Double Jeopardy, murder is covered under Double Jeopardy. You cannot be prosecuted for the same crime twice. Even if, and it's happened before, I know we mentioned Emmett Till, which was the catalyst for the civil rights movement. When he was killed, he was unjustly blamed for inappropriate I don't know, making fun of and teasing and harassing a white woman, this black boy, and he was murdered, cold-blooded murder. And then the woman, right after the trial, after everything, they were acquitted. They got off scot-free, even though the jury was stacked. And right after it was all said and done, they came out and basically, not right after, but they said that they did it. They accused this boy, an innocent boy, of doing this, and he lost his life because of it. And they got off scot-free. And then there was another little, like a 10-year-old boy who was executed for a crime that he did not commit. And he was later found innocent, like 30 years later or something like that. So we were talking about that, the fact that you cannot be tried for the same crime twice. And I'm like, if murder does not have a statute of limitations, it absolutely should not be covered under double jeopardy. If you come out and you admit to a murder after you should be put away. They should be rotting in jail right now for admitting that they killed that boy. And so I find it absolutely ridiculous that they're not. That needs to change within our justice system, as well as we talked about the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening right now, what we talked about. The fact that there's a death penalty. What right do we have to say that you no longer get to live just because another crime has been committed? Responding death with death just does not make sense to me. We have no right to take someone else's life. That belongs to the good Lord above and him alone. And today at 6 p.m., an innocent man is going to be executed. Marcellus Williams in Missouri is going to be executed for the murder of a woman back in like 1997 or 98 or something like that. I do not have all the information because, like I said, I just heard about it this morning before coming here. Mm-hmm. I haven't looked fully into it, but what I have seen, what I have heard, there is tons of evidence for his innocence. And there's a whole lot of evidence that this entire case has been corrupted because multiple people have been bribed to testifying against him. Mm-hmm. The prosecutors, the defendant, everyone is saying he is innocent, and they are refusing a stay of execution. So this innocent man is going to be executed today at 6 p.m.
Why don't they just wait?
The governor of Missouri, Governor Parsons, he is notorious for denying clemency, for not allowing a stay of execution. 11 other people he has denied clemency to.
Oh my God.
11 other people have been executed. He has found some way to get into a position of authority. He is a serial killer. A legal serial killer. I don't care what you say. I don't care how, and that's the thing. I'm like, I'm half nauseous because of it. But this innocent man, even the family of the victim is saying, let him live. Because as soon as he dies, the case is closed and they will not get justice.
Right.
They will not get real justice for their loved one who was murdered.
Right, because somebody did kill her.
The true crime or criminal is still out there, and they'll never know because the case will be.
Well, that's probably what they want to do. They probably don't want to put the facilities into keeping it open.
And I'm like, this has got to stop. So, I mean, I know there are truly evil people out there that, as far as human nature wants to deem, they don't deserve to live. But that's not our call to make. And the fact that innocent people are suffering because of, stupid technicalities, no, we got to get rid of that too. It's not our place to take someone's life in retaliation for.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Marcellus Williams, may he rest in peace because by the time
that makes me feel sick.
By the time this comes out, he will be gone. And there was a petition. I'll have you sign it. I know there's not a whole lot of time, but I signed the petition. There's on change.org, there was a petition going around. But yeah, so that, like I said, the governor of Missouri, he needs to be put behind bars because he has, like I said, he has found a way to become a legal serial killer. Crazy. And it's just disgusting.
Why though? What do you think? Do you think it's out of like why?
And that's, I'm like, how does a person judge what is and is not worthy of death? You know? Because it's just, we have serial killers in jail who have killed however many people. They don't get the death penalty because of technicalities, because of this, that, and the other. But one person who kills one person because of, make that make sense.
I will
And
just
you can't,
say
because it doesn't.
that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is like walking free right now. But this guy's gonna get killed because he's innocent and...
Yeah.
What?
And it just... A lot has got to change. And that's the thing. I'm like, we're so concerned with... This is going to sound like counterintuitive. We're so concerned with the big picture, the details are slipping through the cracks. How about we build from the bottom up? You know, if you change all the little things at the bottom, it will shift everything that's sitting on top of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the theory of, the top down, bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
We have to work both directions. You've got the government. We've got like an implosion of government, everything with the election and everything going on. You've got everyone's so concerned with the president, so concerned with the policies of the president. How about we fix our communities? We fix what's going on there. We fix our individual states so that when they build together into our country, we have something to be proud of. The individual, the grains at the bottom here are so corrupted. You can't build anything of substance on a corrupted foundation. You can't do it. It will never work. So, I don't know. You gotta meet in the middle. We have to get someone up at the top who's going to actually give us a little bit of something to hope for. And then we gotta work on our individual communities and becoming better people and helping one another and not standing for the injustices and the ridiculousness of power-hungry men in politics, men and women in politics. That's the whole point. Like, government is supposed to be a representation of the communities. The communities are the people who come together, vote for the people that are supposed to be representing them. We keep voting for corrupt, garbage people. We have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, we have family court. We have all these different elections going on for family court and for this judge and that representative and this person. We got to get better people, or we have to start demanding better from the people we are.
Yeah.
Even if it has to go back, because everyone always says we vote in representatives to represent our best interests because we don't have the time to vote on every single issue. So we vote for the person who is going to put into place the things that we want. Well, it's not really working, so I think we actually do need to take the time out of our day to vote on every issue until it starts to get established, the things that we actually need in our communities.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go to the voting booth every freaking day if I have to.
Sure.
To vote on every freaking issue if I have to, because our representatives are not doing it. So, there's my 2 cents. There's my heartbreak. I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself anymore because this is just not working. So I hope you all have a good week.
What a twist.
Sorry.
Now I feel so yucky. No, it's okay.
Let's go get some Chipotle. And I'll tell you all about my book. Which will be fantastic.
It will.
It will be. I'm going to do it. Because
You will?
I can't be a massage therapist for the rest of my life, so I have to make money when I sell my series.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
You should.
I should.
Try.
I'll try. It's so tedious, though. I have all the scene. I can see it so vividly. I'm not joking. I'm like, I don't bother watching TV because TV is not as vivid as what's going on in my head.
Wow.
I can visualize every scrap of detail. I can hear the conversations. I can see it all going down. And yeah, it's just getting it on paper. I should become a stenographer. You know what? Let's do that.
I'm sure it'd be so easy to just buy a thing and then just
Learn.
teach yourself how to do it.
I should. Because it really wouldn't be that bad if my typing could keep up with my thoughts and I could just barrel it out. But I can't type that fast on a regular keyboard.
You ever do speech to text?
I have it, but I have such a hard time. One, my computer picks and chooses when it wants to do that. And two, it lags enough where I'm more concerned about watching it, making sure it's doing the correct thing.
This is gonna sound maybe, I don't know if you would like this, but I had to I had to interview someone for a class the other day, and then we had to like transcribe it. And there's like an app that you just upload the audio file, so you don't look at the words as it's happening. You just would record it in a straight shot, and then you upload it, and then it transcribes it for you. And it actually did a wonderful job.
Really?
Like minimal. It took out like ums. There was, or maybe it left in a few ums, but like very minimal mistakes, and like good grammar too.
Oh. Okay.
Is grammar like I meant punctuation, like commas and stuff.
Yeah.
It actually did a wonderful job, and it was really fast.
Is it like a program you have to buy?
There was a free trial if you want to try it, but it wasn't expensive.
I don't know. Well, I'm thinking to myself now, like, I have so many ambitions, and then I'm just not. I have so many things I want to do that I don't do any of them because it becomes overwhelming. But my thought is just like, I should just become a stenographer. One, because it would help with my writing, actually getting it all out there. But then two, it would give me a backup plan for when I can no longer be a massage therapist.
You love to use your hands, bro.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Sign language, stenographer, massage therapist.
Yeah.
Your hand's gonna fall off, girl.
Yeah. At least they'll be cute when they do it.
They're cute.
Alright, I'm hungry. Let's go get Chipotle. Okay.
This is a long one.
My bad.
That's alright.
Have a wonderful week, folks. Hopefully,
Thanks for listening.
be smart, make good choices, get out in your communities and actually be a decent human being. Be the light in your community because we don't got a lot of it anymore.
And if you're gonna blend chili, don't blend the liquid, just blend the solid. And don't do it if it's too hot.
Yeah. Like I said, let's be smart. Be smarter than Mary
Be
Grace.
smart. Oh.
Sorry, I'm so mean. Be as smart as Mary Grace because she's very smart. Don't give me that look.
I'm not.
I wouldn't hang out with you if you weren't.
No, thanks.
I'm pretty picky when it comes to my peoples. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.